Counting double-digit thousands.
Hey Westlane!
It's your host, Mr. Ramirez.
And I'm Mr. Brewer.
To start off today's episode, we have a book review with Miss Golnick and some students.
Let's check it out.
I'm here with Quinte Jackson and Jordan Saxton, and we've all read the same book, and actually there's a handful of more people that have read this book. But we're talking about Tyrell by Co Booth. And would you guys say that you have read a lot of books in middle school?
Nope.
No?
Like in general from 6th grade to 8th grade?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. You haven't read a lot of books for pleasure? Is this one of the first books you read for pleasure? Yeah, just because you wanted to? Okay. So what first got you interested in reading this book?
Well, it was in your class B7. You had introduced the book to class. Like, you was like, this is really good. I recommend it, and I read it. So,
yeah.
When we were in the library, you and Hayes kept on talking about it, and I just read it, and I got into it, and I saw what he was going through, so I wanted to read it. Got interested.
Yeah. So what was Tyrell going through that kept you interested?
He was going through stages in his life where he had to make decisions. He lived in bad places of his city and all that.
He was homeless, right?
Mm-hmm.
Him and his mom and his little brother, right? And his mom wasn't really helping out at all. She wasn't trying to look for a job or anything like that. And he was trying to find a job that wasn't illegal, right? And his dad was in prison, right? How believable were the characters for you?
it was real believable because, there's a lot of people out there that have to, deal with this stuff. And he was one of those people that are trying to, stay legal instead of being tempted to do the other things that he could do to help
to make money. Yeah. Yeah, he definitely was trying to, stay out of jail. Yeah, out of trouble. What kinds of, when you're reading, did you find yourself, wondering what you would do in his situation?
Sometimes, most of the time.
Yeah, does that kind of help you, want to keep reading? Because you're I wonder if he's going to do what I said I might do in my head, right? Okay, cool. How did you feel about the ending?
It was messed up.
I know. It was it all came together, but it came together in the worst way, but it made sense.
Right. It almost had to end that way?
Yeah.
Now, the thing about that is that there's a sequel.
Fire.
Are you guys both reading that?
I finished
you
it.
read Bronxwood? You finished Bronxwood already?
Certified recommendation.
Certified recommendation. Yeah? Awesome. So, what would you say to someone out there watching who's whatever, I don't read books, they're not cool, books aren't cool, what would you say to them?
Tyrell, the book to read, the only book I probably will read. It ain't like Bronxwood, but it's good. Yeah.
And Co Booth has written other books. Kendra, Kind of Like Brothers, which is really good. And she really writes with a true voice because she was a caseworker in Bronx, New York, so she's got a lot of stories to tell. So I really appreciate you guys coming on to talk about books. Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
Wow, that looks like such a good book.
Yeah, it does.
Well, let's move on to our next segment. We have a tour of Ms. Glicksberg's crib today.
Hi, I'm Miss Glicksberg, and welcome to my crib. Alright, so the first thing you see when you walk in is my lost and found bin. I've got 3 agenda books, and I've had them for a couple of months, so some people haven't used the bathroom in quite a while. I've got 2 Spanish books, so if anyone's missing one of these, please come check it out. And then if we go a little bit further, I've got my questions flower. I used to have a cardboard box where kids could put their questions, but a student borrowed it in October, so still waiting on getting that one back. And then as we go a little bit further, you can see my wall of stars. The walls, if you see them, are purple. My mom and my dad and my roommate and her boyfriend actually helped me paint it over the summer. It took 8 hours, and my mom chose the color, and what she did was she actually picked out a color in the rug and pulled it, and so it would match. So she pulled one of the purple colors, and that's why we chose purple. Oh, we've got my basketball sign from, if you remember, the staff versus student basketball game. I did a great job. I had no turnovers. I never made a shot, but it's fine. All's fine. And then we've got the tab out area. It's a very relaxing, calm scene. Out of tab out sheet papers, but it's okay. We'll work on it. This is my little area where the kids can use the bar stools to work on things. The third bar stool does exist. It's, if you've ever gone into Mr. Urban's room, it's actually in his dungeon underneath his room. There was a time where the kids lost privileges. I still haven't gone back to get that bar stool, but I will, eventually. Here's the actual classroom. Took me about 10 minutes to fix up those desks after a class period, but it's all good. And then probably most students' favorite part of the room is this back area where they can grab a good book, or if they're working on something silently, or if they've gotten the privilege to sit in the back, they'll hang out at the carpet. Notice my succulents. I haven't watered them in a while, so they're not doing so hot, but that's okay because we added some fake flowers. I can take care of fake flowers. So notice the garden. It's to replace the outside garden. If you can tell, it's just some pebbles and some trash. Not exactly ideal, but we're covering it up with our own advisory garden because we're making it my advisory. Some lights. Thank you, Mrs. KLEENMAN. She was my inspiration for the lights. Let's make our way to where the magic happens. This is my desk. It's a very exciting place. I've got some pictures. I did my student teaching at Northview, which is why I have that poster. People always get really confused about it. I have got this beautiful view for the students, just, you know, to relax, make us feel like we're on a beach instead of in Indiana. Not that Indiana's not great for people who, you know, were born here, but just in case we need a little something more. And then I've got another carpet area for students to work at. Another purple color to add to the purple vibe. Shout out to my honors classes. They're beautiful posters. We're reading the book Thief right now, so you're working with some characterization. I used to use the While You Were Out board, but for some reason students just couldn't figure it out, so now I just put it on the front board. I'll think of a new, if someone actually can think of a bulletin on board idea for me, that would be great, so we can replace that. Got my word wall, all the words that we work with. All my kids can use those words anytime, any place, any day. We've got the Awkward Hall of Fame. If you look really closely, you'll actually see that one of my students is up there. You have to study it and figure it out. Who is it and where are they? But these are all celebrities except for that one. And then, as we finish up our tour, we've got two really great things. We've got my calendar, counting down to spring break, 2K19, can't wait. Oh, shout out, math and literacy night, Tuesday the 19th, you should all come. There's free pizza. And then finally, my older sister gave me she made me all of these canvases for when I turned 21, and they're pieces of advice to live by from Disney, because Disney knows all the answers. And that's my crib. I hope you enjoyed it.
Miss Glicksberg's room is so cool.
I know. Do you know what else is so cool?
What?
Our Pawsome segment. Let's check out Paws in the Halls.
Girl, what you trying to do? 'Cause I don't gotta.
I'm here with Bryson. Who's your paw shout out?
My paw shout out is to Coach Rogers, Coach Schmidt, and all the boys who made the baseball team.
Keep it up, everybody. I'm here with Jill. Who's your PAWS shout out?
My PAWS shout out is to Julia Stout because she doesn't have the stomach flu anymore.
Keep it up. I'm here with Amani. Who's your PAWS shout out?
My PAWS shout out goes to Miss Cawthorn for being such a great teacher.
Keep it up, Miss Cawthorn. I'm here with Linnea. Who's your PAWS shout out?
My PAWS shout out is to Miss Martin for being a great karate teacher.
Keep it up, Miss Martin. I'm here with Miss Bostic. Who's your PAWS shout out?
My PAWS shout out goes to the students in B Lunch for doing an awesome job.
Keep it up. I'm here with Mr. Williams. Who's your PAWS shout out?
My PAWS shout out is to all the wonderful Westlane Wildcats who did their IXL at IXL. You guys are doing a great job. Keep it up.
Keep it up, guys.
That was pawrific.
Hey, Mr. Brewer, I have a question.
What?
What's long and sticky?
I don't know. What?
A stick.
Okay. Well, let's move on to some more riddles.
I'm here with Kanila. Your riddle is, I'm tall when I'm young and I'm short when I'm old. What am I?
What? What?
Your answer was a candle. Is, what goes up but never comes back down?
A balloon.
It was your age. I'm here with Linnea in Genesis.
Hi.
Your riddle is, what has to be broken before you can use it? It's an egg.
An egg.
I was just thinking that.
That was hard.
No, it wasn't.
Okay, well,
Good talk. I'm here with Carlos. Here's your riddle. What word is spelled wrong in every dictionary?
Wrong.
There you go. I'm here with Ajan. Your riddle is, if Y-E-S spells yes, what does E-Y-E-S spell?
Osh.
I didn't think it was gonna get it right. Okay, yay. I'm here with Dawson. Your riddle is, what is easy to get into but hard to get out of?
Trouble.
So annoying. Is, where can you learn to make ice cream? At Sunday school. I found that so funny. Gabby, your riddle is, when is homework not homework?
I don't know.
When it's done at school. Okay, I'm with Diana. Your riddle is, what do elves learn in school?
I don't know.
The alphabet. Zion, your riddle is, why was the broom late to school? Come on.
I honestly don't know.
Because he overswept. I'm with Denisha. Your riddle is, what's big and yellow that comes in the morning that makes your parents' day?
The sun.
It's a school bus.
Oh my gosh.
Me. Anna, your riddle is, why did the vampire take art class?
I don't know.
Because he wanted to learn how to draw blood.
Finally, we have some information about Math and Lit Night. That's tomorrow, March 19th.
Mr. Urban put a song together about it. Let's check it out.
I close my eyes and I see free food prizes and candy after school. KLEENMAN selling raffle tickets, face painting from Mrs. Hicks, and a duck pond with Miss RAFFT. They can say I don't care about the dogs who pause to read. They can say that I don't like photo booths. They can say that I don't care about math or literacy. We can have the greatest night after school. The greatest night will sure be grand. We'll leave with prizes in your hand. March 19th from 6 o'clock to 8. Fun with math and literacy. Fun for the whole family. March 19th from 6 o'clock to 8. March 19th from 6 o'clock to 8.
See you next time on Last Week at Westlane.